I draw the line.
Well, what segments are you most interested in, Jen, in the upcoming layout of consensus?
Well, like Ben said, there are 6 stages, so I think we're going to hear a lot of conversations, not only about brands and crypto, but we're going to hear a lot on regulation and policy. I think it's interesting. The reason consensus is in Toronto this year is because when we were planning it, a lot of brands didn't want to go to the United States. We were in a different regulatory environment. The United States is much more friendly now when it comes to policy and regulation. And so I'm curious how that conversation is going to go and what we're going to hear when it comes to the regulatory landscape in Canada versus the US as it stands today.
Yeah, that's interesting with Canada now because we've obviously just had an election here. So we're in a kind of new environment. Everyone's wondering what the crypto regulatory space is going to be now with the Carney government. So that's another big question for us here.
Yeah. If you want to keep innovation, how do we bring regulatory clarity while also balancing consumer protection interests, but not to the point that it forces entrepreneurs to leave?
Right.
So
well, I also wonder, you have
municipalities
like Dubai. We were all in Hong Kong together a few months ago. Singapore, now the US, really trying to court these entrepreneurs to come and set up shop in their locality. So to Ben's point, is Canada going to say, especially under a Carney government, you're welcome here? Or are they going to say, we actually don't want to play that game, we'll let it go other places?
You know, Ben, I knew you were going to bring this up. I don't know, something at my sixth sense told me you were going to bring this up. And then I thought, Christine and I can't even defend ourselves because we went to the United States. So we can't even defend what's going on here.